Okay, so today is 8.2, and basically it's about condensing. We've already done condensing before, I've been talking about it for a few days here, but let's just see if you've caught condensing and expanding. So let's say I had log base 2 of 5x. This is a super simple one. Would you please just break that thing up for me, expand it? If you remember, that's one of the properties of logs is that you can break them apart. Okay, did you get log base 2 of 5 plus log base 2 of x? Raise your hand if you had that one right. Okay, good. Now, let's try something a little more intense. Let's say this is a 10x. Now, I know you're thinking, that's just about the same thing. No, it's not. One more thing. It's expand and simplify. You want to expand it, but if you ever stumble across something like log base 2 of 2, then, oh, wait a minute, that's equal to 1. You have to be able to simplify things when you see them. You have to recognize, again, like if you see log base 8 of 8, you got to go, oh, that's equal to 1. So I can replace this with a 1. Another one that's a common pattern that people forget about, 2 to the log base 2 of 7. When you have a power that's got a log in it, if this and this are the same, do you get that the bases are the same? The base of this exponential and the base of this log are the same, and that's a special moment. Then the answer is the other number, which is the 7 right there. So this would simplify down to just 7. All right, so let's see if you have figured this out. Did you break it into log base 2 of 2 plus log base 2 of 5 plus log base 2 of x? I hope you noticed and just didn't put a 10. If you just broke it into log base 2 of 10 plus log base 2 of x, you kind of missed the point. That can be broken up again. All right, this is close to right, but that part right there is equal to 1. And therefore it's 1 plus log base 2 of 5 plus log base 2 of x. Since it's a plus problem, and commutative property works with adding, you can rearrange these any way you want to. You can put the 1 at the end, you could put the 1 in the middle. Raise your hand if you had that one right. I did give you some hints on it. All right, only a few people. Let's go one more time. Log base 3 of 27y squared. Split that one apart. Split it apart as far as you can. Expand and simplify is the typical directions for this. Okay, let's start the process at least. There's a couple ways you could do this. Anybody think of one that was kind of neato? Yes, sir. Okay, hold on a second. You made this 27 into a 3? Just a 3? 27 and 3 aren't the same thing. There we go. Okay, now I can buy that. Okay. All right. Let's split it. Let's split it first before we move that 3. I agree. So then log base 3 of 3 to the third plus log base 3 of y squared. Now what do you want to do? You dropped it down in front. I like it. And I want to just write what you just said. 3 in front, log base 3 of 3, plus log base 3 of, wait, there's a 2 in front of this one. Y, there we go. I think that's what you were saying. You wish to go a little further. Look close. You did do, I like this changing 27 to 3 to the third. That's a great way to do it. But there's something more. Miss N.A. in the back. Yeah, that's just 1. So then what does this whole front part mean? 3. 3 times 1 is 3. So if I just replace all of this with just a 3, can you do any more? Let me ask you, here's how you can tell if you can do more. You look through at the arguments and you say, can I break this argument up into more parts? It's just a 3. No, I can't. Can I break this y up, into more parts? No, I can't. Back when it was a y squared, I could have, and that's why we'd say, oh, I'm not done yet. I got to move the 2 down in front. But I can't break that y up any further. I can't break the 3 up any further. And the last thing you have to check is, can these guys like relate to each other, and can I therefore simplify this part? And I can't there. And the base here and this y, no, they're not the same. So then this one, they are the same, and I will make it a 1, and therefore 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 log base 3 of y. And again, if I go through the process, it would be, look at the argument. Can it break up? No. Look at this and this together, and can they simplify? No. Therefore, I'm done. All right, one last one. Try this one. Expand this all the way. Log base 2 of x squared y over 8. Expand it all the way. Once we get it done with expanding, we just have to do condensing. And we'll have them both down. I'll pause while you try that. Okay, so this can be broken up into expanding it into log base 2 of x squared y. I'm not going to do the whole thing at once. Minus log base 2 of 8. Do you get how that minus made up for that divide? Got it replaced? Does that make sense? Now let's do some simplifying. How about that 8? Can it be made into 2 to the 3rd? And why would that be smart? Because that whole thing becomes what? 3. Yay. And then over here, could this be split up? Yes. Log base 2 of x squared plus log base 2 of y. And now this squared here can go to the front. Okay, and now I ask myself, can any of my arguments there, or this is turned into just a 3, any of my arguments be split up further? No. Can this and this go together in any way? That and that go together in any way to simplify? Nope. And therefore, that's my answer. Did any of you have that one right? Lots of you. Good. Okay. So that's expanding. Let's talk condensing quick. That's where you'd start the other way around. You have 2 log base 3 of y. And it's all expanded out plus 4 log base, let's keep the same base, otherwise this doesn't work, 3 of m minus log base 3 of p. Would you try to condense that all down into one singular log? I'll pause for a second while you try that. Okay, let's see what we got here. I'd like to think of this as packing it all down, and you pack it all up into one package, okay? And I got to put things away. This 2 needs to go up here. This 4 needs to go up here. And then I can put things all into one package. I'm going to make it a log here. I'm going to put these 2 together first. I'm going to make that little package the log base 3 of y squared. And since it's plus, I make it times m to the 4th. You with me so far? Okay, and now I'm going to take this last piece, minus log base 3 of p, and I'm going to squish it together into one log base 3 of y squared m to the 4th all over p. And by the way, if I had made that a y, some people get painfully close. Let's say this is a y. And they get this, and they forget that you can actually cancel them. Like that y squared and that y could simplify further. You get what I mean? You simplify it. So it's, remember, it's condense and simplify. And it's also expand and simplify. You got to watch out for those simplifies. People will expand it out and they have this. It's all expanded out, but, oh wait, this 2 should actually go in the front. It goes down here. But what would be wrong with this one? That really equals what? 1, and therefore it's 2 plus 5 log 3, but base 3 of m. All right, and then the last thing is base changes. Log base 3 of 7. What if I don't like base 3? What if I want to make it base 9? Would everybody please change this to base 9? I'll give you a hint. It's the way you'd put it in the calculator. It's log 7 over log 3. But what base is that? So I don't want base 10. I want base 9. Put a 9 there. There. Now it's base 9. This is not one of those cases of expand and simplify. If it was, can anybody see something that I could do? What do you see, sir? Not everybody sees that. The 3 and the 9. That's a 3. No disputing that. But since these are the same kind of, come on, you can do it. Make that 3 into a 9. Kind of. Yes? Oh, go ahead. 9 to the 1/2. If that 3 becomes a 9 to the 1/2, now what's really on the bottom? 1/2. Do you get how this all equals 1/2 then? And if that's a 1/2 on the bottom, isn't that the same as flip and multiply by 2? So really the answer is 2 log base 9 of 7. Whoo, freak. Okay, so that is base change. You can make it any base you want. One more, log base 3 of 3. I know, I know that that answers 1, but I want you to rewrite it at a base of 10. And hopefully it'll help you understand something. Rewrite this as base 10. Mr. H, what did you get? Log base 10. Do you get why the answer must be 1 then? These are identical, right? So it must be 1. And we knew that because these two are the same. The answer is the exponent on that one. All right, good enough. Now you know what your homework is, but your last step is you have to do that little quiz that we started the hour with. All of this review is going to make you so much smarter for that. So I'm hoping my results aren't terribly off compared to my other class. So I'm going to find that quiz and I'll put it up on the board. Pause for a second. Okay, so here we go. Questions 1 through 5. You have to get this done in class. That does limit you. I'll give you a hint that I gave the other class too. On number 1, you can rewrite that 8 as a 2. That way, you'll have the same bases. And that way, if you can handle fraction exponents, you'll be able to get the answer. Don't agonize over that one too long. If you don't remember how to do fraction exponents, it's probably not going to work. Number 2, all you have to do is a rewrite, and your answer will have a log in it. Yes, sir? I do not need a lot of work shown for these. A lot of these are just have no work and just an answer. Like number 3, if you know what's going on, boom, you have the answer. Number 4, you need a sketch, and I want to clarify on your sketches for 4 and 5. You have to have 2 distinct points. 2 distinct points. 2 points. Now, this is something I want you to do on your own. This is not a work together with your partner kind of deal. Question on number 3? On number 4 and 5, you need 2 distinct points on your sketch. You cannot just make, oh, I think the answer looks like that. Not good enough. You have to have 2 distinct points. I would encourage you to use an XY chart to find your 2 distinct points. If you can only find one, I'll give you partial credit. I'll pause for a moment while you give this a shot. Okay, here we go. Number 1. Number 1, you get this 8 changed to a 2 to the 3rd, and then hopefully you knew that that means this whole top part here becomes 2 to the roots go on the bottom. It's my best advice. 2's on the bottom, 3's on top. And therefore, since those two are the same, the answer is 3/2, or 1 1/2. All right, the next one, you just rewrite it as a log. Log base 125 of 412 equals x. Notice the x is alone. That means that it's solved, and there's the answer. Log base 125 of 412. This one, the answer is just 4.7. That's all I have for time, but I'm going to pause this and finish in class. Oh, heck, I'll just finish it on right now. This one, the sketch is, I'm going to not be able to have time to do points, is an exponential generally looks like this, and this one got moved to the right. So you move it over 2 spots, it looks like that. And the last one is the log. The log is, well, 3 spots to the right, sorry. And then this one's a log graph, and it gets moved over 3 spots to the right also. Give yourself a score out of 5, and we'll talk about that more later. You know your homework is skipping the left side problems this time. Have a good day.